Okay, cool. So now I'm going to copy over the animation from one foot to the other. Let's say my translates and my rotates, copy, and I'm going to select my opposite and key this, select these, shift click, and now I should have both of these going at the same time, which is great. This is going to be cycle, so I'm going to add the opposite to my selection, make sure these are cycling. Looks like they are, but just to make sure. There we go. And then, so if I reference the other run, we started with this foot in front, the character right foot in front. So I'm going to want this foot to start from the back. And since this is a 16 frame cycle, I'm going to drag this back by 8 frames. There we go. Cool. Now that we see it a little bit more, I'm probably going to want to adjust the TZ a little bit. So I'll select both. The right foot, select the opposite. I have both. And then TZ, I'll probably select both curves and then scale from average. Good, we got our stretch still and we have our straight contact. Cool, looks good. Okay, so real quick, let's turn this into kind of like a ninja run. I'll turn on auto mirror again, and then I'm going to pose the arm real quick into like a ninja run. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And there we have it. We have it copied over, and we were able to use existing animation and saving a lot of time and resources. Obviously, this is really far from anything polished or possibly usable, or maybe it is, I guess, depending on what you need it for. But, you know, it can be thought of as a starting point or a great point to start prototyping from. But let's say we want to take this a bit further. Let's say that we want to actually make this feel like more of a ninja run. The biggest thing that I'm feeling it not being more of a ninja run, or not quite feeling like a ninja run, is it's a little slow. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bake all my animation down. I'm going to use this cupcake right here. It'll allow me to bake on ones. You can bake on custom intervals, on 4s, 2s, 3s. I'm just going to bake on ones though. That's exactly what I want at the moment. Sweet. And we can see that there's no other animation. Cool. So now comes the Maya part. I want to select all my keys, go to keys and convert to key. Make sure that these are all whole keyframes first. And then by converting these keys on the inside of my first and my last frame, all of the keys in between there, I'm going to convert to breakdown. Keys convert to breakdown. So what that's going to allow me to do is, if I drag either my first key or my last key, pretty much any whole keys that are bordering my breakdown keys, I'll be able to scale these in like an accordion and keep my timing and spacing consistent. Excuse me, my spacing consistent. You can see that it'll scale accordingly. So let's say I want to make it the whole thing like 2 frames faster, right? So I can scale that in, set this to 14, hit play. Still a little bit slow. Let's go all the way to 10. Let's see what that feels. Oops. There you go. A little bit fast. It's a little bit stroby. So I'm going to see what it looks like at 12. There you go. Okay. That I can do. Cool. Right? But now the problem is we have a bunch of our keys on subframes. It's not really a great practice, but there is a Maya tool that'll allow you to snap keys, but there's also an Animbot tool that'll allow you to snap keys. So if you go under the extra tools down here, the extra tools down here in Anim Curve extra tools, and if you hit Smart Snap Keys, it'll snap all of your keys to whole frames, and unlike Maya's snap keys, it won't snap more than one frame, or I'm sorry, it won't snap more than one key on the same frame. Sometimes when you use Maya's, you'll get multiple keys on the same frame, and that's not really great. So now I'm going to convert these all back to whole keys. And there we have our faster run. Now, I realize that not everybody may not like to work on ones. I personally don't mind. But Again, you can always bake it back down to 2s, 4s, 3s, whatever you like.